Caitlin Clark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing in quite some time.
In a surprising turn of events that sent shockwaves through the basketball world, Caitlin Clark has finally broken her silence after a week of intense speculation and swirling rumors about her WNBA future. Taking to Instagram, Clark unveiled her plans for the upcoming season.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
The basketball community held its breath as Caitlin Clark's social media remained silent following the Fever's controversial playoff elimination. Fans and analysts speculated, would she return? Was her historic season just the beginning? Could she play elsewhere? Or was there a chance she'd walk away to pursue another sport? With each passing day, the suspense grew. Then, on October 2nd, Clark's Instagram finally lit up. Her post, filled with gratitude for her rookie experience, sent shockwaves through the league. In this video, we'll break down what this means for the Indiana Fever and how her decision could shape the future of the WNBA. As we explore Clark's groundbreaking season, we'll analyze the impact of her choice and its significance for the sport. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ready? Let's go, because reality has arrived.
Make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years.
Clark's Instagram post was just the tip of the iceberg. Behind those carefully chosen words lay a season that redefined what's possible in basketball. How did one superstar not only exceed expectations but completely rewrite the record books? On October 2nd, 2024, Caitlin Clark's Instagram lit up with a message that sent ripples through the basketball world. Year 1, check, she wrote. Thank you to the many people who have supported me as I've been able to live my childhood dream. I'm filled with gratitude as I reflect on this past year of my life. See you all in year 2. With those words, Clark confirmed what fans had been hoping for: she wasn't going anywhere. But what made her season so extraordinary? It wasn't just about breaking records, it was about shattering them. In her debut year, Clark obliterated an incredible 62 records, each one a testament to her unprecedented impact on the game.
One of the greatest years of basketball with work put in by anybody ever?
Let's start with the numbers that had statisticians scrambling for new superlatives. Clark averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game, numbers that weren't just impressive for a rookie, but elite for any player in the league. Her 337 assists set a new benchmark, marking the highest number of assists in a single season and proving her ability to elevate her entire team. But Clark's dominance went beyond raw stats. She accomplished something no rookie had ever done before: a triple-double, not just once but twice. And she didn't stop there. Her 19 assists in a single game set yet another record, showcasing her unmatched vision and playmaking ability. Clark's impact stretched far beyond the stat sheet. She breathed new life into an Indiana Fever franchise that had struggled for years. Under her leadership, the team surged to a 20-20 record, their first 20-win season since 2015. More importantly, Clark guided the Fever back to the playoffs, ending a long postseason drought and proving that Indiana was once again a team to watch.
That's our goal.
It's our goal to get to the playoffs.
Our goal is to be in the playoffs. Our goal is to just continue to be competing for a championship.
Her electrifying presence on the court didn't just win games, it won over fans. Attendance skyrocketed, jerseys flew off the shelves, and suddenly, the Indiana Fever became must-see TV. Clark's ability to elevate her teammates was evident in every game, as she created opportunities and opened up the floor in ways that left defenders scrambling. The accolades rolled in just as quickly as the broken records. Clark was unanimously voted WNBA Rookie of the Year, a clear testament to her dominance. Her selection to the All-Star game with the highest number of votes was yet another milestone, proving that she could not only compete with the league's established stars but also captivate fans like few before her.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anyone expected. What made her achievements even more remarkable was how she handled the immense pressure. Coming into the league with sky-high expectations, she didn't just meet them, she exceeded them. Her poise under the spotlight, her ability to deliver in clutch moments, and her unwavering focus drew comparisons to legends like Larry Bird, Pete Maravich, Steph Curry, and even the great Michael Jordan himself. But perhaps the most significant part of Clark's season was how it reshaped the perception of what's possible for a first-year player in the WNBA. She didn't just raise the bar, she launched it into the stratosphere. Future rookies will now be measured against the incredible standard she set, a benchmark so high it almost seems unfair. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We appreciate you taking the time to watch. Now, back to the action.
But she also did it with the spotlight on her at a very young age. Fame is hitting this young lady's life. And very, very rarely did I see a misstep or something that I wouldn't want to show my daughter. Literally every step of the way, it's just like, watch her, watch how she plays, watch how she handles her business.
As Clark's star rose, so did the target on her back. The phenom who had taken the WNBA by storm was about to face challenges that would test her resolve like never before. Her record-breaking season had captivated fans, but it also brought intense scrutiny and unexpected controversies. The playoffs were supposed to be Clark's crowning moment. Instead, they became the epicenter of a firestorm that engulfed the young star. During a crucial game against the Connecticut Sun, an eye poke left Clark reeling. What should have been a routine play suddenly turned into a heated debate across the basketball world. Clark went down, but no foul was called.
As everyone else has seen this angle, I'm calling her in, and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
Questions about player safety and officiating erupted as fans and analysts dissected every replay of the incident, debating the intentions behind the poke. The controversy reached a boiling point when USA Today columnist Christine Brennan suggested there might have been intent, sparking outrage from the WNBA Players Union.
You went and kind of swatted at Caitlyn. Did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
But the eye poke was just the beginning. Did you know that Clark was the recipient of 177% of all flagrant fouls called in the league? Let that sink in. Out of 144 players in the WNBA, one player took a disproportionate share of the hits. And that doesn't even include the countless times flagrant fouls weren't called. The real number could have easily doubled. And which team was responsible for 80% of those fouls? None other than the Chicago Sky, whose head coach was just recently fired. So why is it that when Caitlin Clark takes excessive contact, fouls often go uncalled, but the moment she slaps the rim padding, it's an instant technical foul? And before anyone brings up the it's in the rulebook argument, here's Diana Taurasi doing the exact same thing, yet no technical was given. Why does there seem to be a double standard in officiating when it comes to Clark?
Let me show you.
Picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi.
Look at that. Bro, she just did the same exact movement as what Clark did, except Clark hit it lower. Diana did it straight on and loud.
Picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi, they'll count the bucket. And one coming up for DT.
Right in front of the rest, blatantly not even acting on it.
Interview 10. As Clark's fame grew, so did the dark side of online hate. However, her response to adversity only added to her growing legend. Despite the swirling controversies, Clark's focus never wavered. Her ability to rise above the noise and continue performing at an elite level earned her respect from both teammates and opponents. The controversy surrounding Clark's season highlighted the complex realities of modern sports stardom. On one hand, her unprecedented success brought new attention and excitement to the WNBA. On the other, it exposed her to an intense level of scrutiny and criticism that few players have ever faced. Yet through it all, Clark's resilience remained unshaken. Every challenge only seemed to fuel her determination. The eye poke incident, among many others, became a rallying point for discussions on player safety and improved officiating.
Yeah, I think just being competitive is who I am. It's what I've done my whole career. I think at times there's ways I can probably channel it a little bit better, but that's just basketball at the end of the day. No, that's never gonna change. I'm never gonna lose that. I feel like I'm getting hammered. I don't know. I appreciate Christy getting a tech too. Like, I don't know.
While controversy swirled, something unprecedented was unfolding behind the scenes. The league was on the verge of a transformation unlike anything in its 27-year history. What exactly did Caitlin Clark do that had everyone, from die-hard fans to casual viewers, glued to their screens? The answer lies in what can only be described as the Caitlin Clark effect. Her impact on the WNBA wasn't just about her on-court dominance, it was a seismic shift that reshaped the entire landscape of women's sports. Her presence alone propelled the league into uncharted territory, shattering viewership records that had stood for over 2 decades.
And the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Clarkonomics, my friend.
Let's talk numbers. During Clark's debut season, an astounding 21 broadcasts featuring her drew over 1 million viewers each. This wasn't just a slight uptick, it was a quantum leap for a league that had long struggled to consistently reach those numbers. The Indiana Fever, once an afterthought in the WNBA hierarchy, suddenly became must-see TV. And the one common factor in nearly all those games? Yep, you guessed it, Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. But it wasn't just about screens lighting up. Clark's magnetic presence translated directly to packed arenas. The Indiana Fever set an all-time WNBA record, averaging over 17,000 fans per home game. To put that into perspective, this was the same team that had the second worst attendance just a season prior. In a single year, Clark transformed the Fever's home court into the hottest ticket in town. Even away games were so in demand that opponents had to book bigger arenas whenever the Fever came to town.
WNBA has seen record-breaking numbers this season in viewership, ticket sales, merch sales, and just overall growth of the league.
Clark's influence went far beyond the court. She became a social media sensation, amassing over 2.9 million Instagram followers. This was no longer just about basketball. Clark had transcended the sport and become a cultural icon. But what truly made her special wasn't just her individual brilliance, it was her ability to elevate those around her. Her playing style, defined by pinpoint passing and clutch scoring, brought out the best in her teammates. The Fever set a franchise record for assists in a single season, with Clark herself breaking multiple assist records. She wasn't just a scorer, she made everyone on the court better. Clark's impact on the WNBA drew comparisons to Michael Jordan. Analysts noted her ability to attract unprecedented attention and commercial appeal to the league, much like Jordan did for the NBA during his legendary career, which was built on the foundation set by Larry Bird and Magic Johnson in the 80s. This wasn't just hype, the numbers backed it up. Clark's playoff debut drew an average of 1.84 million viewers, the highest for any WNBA playoff game since the 2000 finals. Just days later, Game 2 shattered that record with 2.5 million viewers, proving her influence was only growing.
What Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational, and I just, as a baller to a baller, I just want to say thank you to you, Caitlin Clark.
Absolutely.
For just lifting our game up, you and so many great players. But what you're doing, you're going to make all these women multimillionaires one day, like Tiger did, like Michael Jordan did, and we shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not tolerate her.
What's perhaps most remarkable about the Clark effect is that it didn't just elevate the Fever, it lifted the entire WNBA. Every team experienced a surge in fan engagement during her rookie season. It was as if Clark's star power had a gravitational pull, drawing new eyes and fresh excitement to women's basketball as a whole. WNBA legend Tamika Catchings summed it up best when she said that Clark had revitalized not just the Fever, but the entire city of Indianapolis and the league itself. Catchings even drew comparisons to how Magic Johnson and Larry Bird transformed the NBA, suggesting that Clark's impact could be just as revolutionary for the women's game.
Yeah, I think it can't be overstated enough, like what she did to bring eyes to that sport. Whether people want to admit it or not, it's just a fact.
As the dust settled on her record-breaking rookie season, speculation ran wild. Would Clark be a one-season wonder or the foundation of a future dynasty? The long-awaited social media post finally broke the silence, but instead of providing clarity, it sparked even more questions. "See you all in year 2, she wrote. With those words, Clark confirmed her commitment to the Indiana Fever and the WNBA, sending ripples of excitement through the basketball world. But what does her decision really mean for the Fever and the league as a whole? Her season wasn't just impressive, it was historic. The future isn't just coming, It's already here. The future is red hot. The future is fever. The excitement surrounding Clark's return is undeniable. Her presence on the court doesn't just win games, it fills arenas and captivates audiences. Now, with a full season under her belt and the opportunity to build on an already incredible resume, expectations for year 2 are higher than ever.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
What makes the future particularly bright for the Fever is the promising core surrounding Clark. Aaliyah Boston, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, forms a dynamic duo with Clark that has the potential to dominate the league for years. Add in the rim running and sharpshooting of all-star Kelsey Mitchell and the all-around versatility of Lexi Hull, and the Fever have a young, talented roster that's just beginning to unlock its potential. Clark's playstyle perfectly complements her teammates. Her court vision and passing ability create opportunities for Boston in the paint and open looks for Mitchell on the perimeter. And defenders can't afford to leave Hull open. She's now the most accurate three-point shooter in the league. As this core gains more experience together, their chemistry and effectiveness are only expected to improve. Her presence continues to draw fans and media attention, potentially ushering in a new golden era for women's basketball. As Clark prepares for the 2025 season, there's a strong sense of optimism about her ability to elevate the Fever even further. With a full training camp and increased familiarity with the professional game, many expect her to take another leap forward. The question isn't whether she'll improve, but by how much. Caitlin Clark's journey from college phenom to WNBA sensation has been nothing short of extraordinary. In just one season, she shattered records, revitalized a struggling franchise, and captured the hearts of fans across the nation. As Nancy Lieberman put it, what Clark has done for the game is generational. Her presence has not only elevated the Indiana Fever but has also brought unprecedented attention to the entire WNBA. With skyrocketing attendance and record-breaking viewership, Clark's influence is actively reshaping the future of women's sports. As she prepares for her sophomore season, the basketball world watches with anticipation. Will she continue to redefine what's possible in the WNBA? If her first season is any indication, we are witnessing history unfold before our eyes, and the best part? It's only just beginning. Here's to counting down the days until we see Caitlin Clark back in action. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen and we will see you in the next one.